Reform UK leader Nigel Farage has pitched his politics at working class voters, presenting himself as a plain-speaking, truth-telling, anti-establishment hero. He's pledged to be a voice for ordinary people. Except, it turns out, financially at least, Farage couldn't be further from ordinary people if he tried, and he really does try. The Mirror reports that Nigel Farage has made huge earnings from the 9 jobs he currently does, trousering more than £570,000 in less than 6 months. These figures are all according to Farage's most recent disclosures in the MP's Register of Interests. So how does he make all that cash? Well, this is Farage's biggest earner.
How can you better your pension? And I say that because most of us have been very disappointed over the last few years about the returns on our private pensions. Well, I bet no one ever told you before that you can put gold into your pension and that it's been producing returns of over 10% a year, year after year after year. If you want to be in on this secret, it's all here. Direct Bullion's guide to how you can buy and put gold in your own personal pension.
Farage's job as brand ambassador for tax-free gold bullion investment firm Direct Bullion netted him around £190,000, apparently for just 24 hours of work. That's around £8,000 an hour. Farage also got just under £220,000 for his show on GB News, though that appears to also involve some back payments for work done before the election in July last year. Then there are more personal messages, like this.
It's a bit early in the day, so all I've got actually is coffee, but I hope you enjoy a few pints with the lads tonight. Up the rah!
That was the Reform UK leader praising the IRA for cash on video messaging service Cameo. That was a while ago, so presumably income from that is not in his current register of interests, but he has made £56,000 from Cameo since the election. So he is still on there. You can still ask him to read out a message for some money. Other jobs include his Telegraph column, netting him around £4,000 a month, as well as his work as an influencer on Meta, YouTube and X, which brought in another £19,000. That's presumably from ad revenue. Remember, this is all in the last 6 months. Right, so a fairly short period of time. Responding to the Mirror's report, Farage said, quote, "These figures are nonsense. I work more hours a week than most people could even contemplate." Ash. Someone who gets paid money for reading out messages, happy birthday up the rah, are they really in a position to tell people that they work harder than them?
I mean, what I find extraordinary about Nigel Farage is that he seems to be a man entirely without shame. So that little clip of him saying, up the rah, for any other politician, or in fact, most people with functioning brain capacity, if you were put in a position where you were being paid to say something that you were really didn't believe in, right? That's really at odds with his personal politics. You'd go, "Oh, this is embarrassing. I cringe. This is degrading to me." But not the brave Nigel Farage. And the thing is that obviously my profile is nowhere near the size of Nigel Farage. It's absolutely nowhere near. But you get these emails from people. So I got an email from Cameo asking me if I do Cameo, and I was like, no. This is like a kind of funny one. I got offered. I got the offer to be paid for doing some sponsored content for playing the lotto. So they wanted me to go around my local neighborhood, basically encouraging working class people of color to do more gambling. And I was like, no. But I'm impressed. I'm impressed that Nigel Farage is not encumbered by the same sense of shame. It must be incredibly freeing to be him. I think that. God knows how many people have offered to be his pay pig. And maybe, unlike me, he goes, yeah, I'll do it. I'll be your FinDom. I'll do it. Maybe he's out there selling feet pics under an assumed name. I don't know. Before you sue me for defamation, that is definitely a joke. I'm almost certain that he's not selling feet pics. But that's the part that I find fascinating. It's not so much about the claim of hard work. It's just that there is nothing that's beneath his dignity, seemingly.
Stop ignoring those emails and start forwarding them to me. I know you're a very serious journalist. You've got a big book coming out, but I will happily read people happy birthday messages or say things I don't believe or tell filthy jokes or anything. for a tenner or 20 quid. I don't know. Maybe I should raise my fee a little bit. What do you think I could charge, Ash?
I mean, look, Michael, you'd have to pay me to have a look at your feet. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how much you take care of them.
I
When's
have
the
to pay
last time
you to tell me if
exfoliated?
you want
Yeah.
you want consultancy fees as well. I suppose you're forwarding me the emails. You can be my agent in this sphere.
I'll take a slice.
You can have a cut. Yeah, I'm not going to pay you up front. It's going to be a results based relationship.